Hi everyone, Bernard here. I hope you're all staying safe and well, and welcome to my little film and TV channel. And we have a TV series drama today, an ITV drama. It's nice to get an ITV drama. A bit up and down, as one or two of the critics say. There's some good ones, some bad ones, some in between ones, obviously. And this is a second season, so obviously it is one I sort of look forward to. I enjoyed the first series of this, and the critics didn't really like it, but Joe Public, you and me, people who watch these things, quite liked it. Yeah, and I sort of had to try and think back to the first series when I started watching this, and then there's sort of little things I remembered, but I may even go back and watch the first one again, I'm not too sure. But yeah, we're going to look at something called The Bay today, season 2 of The Bay. Please, if you're new to the channel, push that subscribe on, push the bell notification so you know these little vlogs are coming out. If you enjoy them, and please do check my playlist. There's lots of stuff, lots of quizzes and film reviews and dramas and information vlogs, etc, etc. And you will see some stuff on my football team as well. So obviously if you're interested in the film and TV, that's fair enough. There's loads of stuff on here for that. If you might be interested in the football, or you might know someone who could be interested in it, I do stuff on Manchester City, my team, history stuff and present stuff, quizzes on there, and all the same sort of things, but obviously to do with football. So please let me know if you can pass my information on to someone else who might like it. That'd be fantastic. If you don't yourself, that's wonderful. And there's a couple of links on screen for Facebook and Twitter, so I do check and follow, do check every couple of days and follow and friend everyone back. So I post loads of stuff and loads of information on there as well. Yeah, so it's a crime drama, The Bay. Obviously set in Morecambe Bay. If you're not in the UK, I used to go to Morecambe many times when I was a bit younger. I've not been for a long time. I mean, it does look quite good on camera, actually. It don't look as last time I was in Morecambe. It's just a little bit like a lot of older seaside resorts in the UK. Just a little bit tired. So I've not been for a long time though, so it does make it look okay, this this programme. And I must admit, I got the urge to perhaps revisit again now. Obviously I've not been for at least 20-30 years. I don't think I've been to Morecambe, but hey, it might be worth a try. As long as there's no murders or killings going on there, we're sorted, aren't we? Yeah, 6 episodes, so it's ITV, so they're about 44 minute episodes, and it's actually showing at the moment on ITV as I'm recording this on the 23rd of January 2021. Obviously it'll be on for another 4 weeks, I think, but obviously you can binge watch it like I did on the ITV hub. So although a couple of the adverts got on my nerves, I must admit I couldn't fast forward through them, but hey, that's another story. But there you go. Yeah, from award-winning writer Dara Carville, The Bay returns. Series 2 begins with Lisa Armstrong at a low ebb. Obviously, we were introduced to Lisa in the first season. Obviously, some of the characters reprise the roles for this second season, as you'd expect. Lisa Armstrong is at a low ebb, forced to do menial police work. Yeah, she's become a community officer now, obviously, for problems she had in the first season. So it might be worth going back and watching the first season if you've not seen the first season. She watches Med, who's another guy there, go from strength to strength, obviously, for the police. But a new case involving a shocking murder within a loving family brings Lisa unexpectedly back to the front line. Can she get under the skin of this new family and prove her worth to her colleagues, to her family, and of course to herself? How's it doing? What are people thinking about this? Yeah, it's interesting. I mean, I've just been on Internet Movie Database, and there's not much critical reviews out there at the moment. But look at the Internet Movie Database. The actual episodes, even though there's no breakdown, are actually scoring anywhere between 7.7 and 8.6, which is quite high. I mean, overall, the Bay itself, seasons 1 or 2, it's scoring 6.9 out of 10 on Internet Movie Database. But a couple of the comments left of people who watched season 2. Someone said season 2 is better than season 1. Fair enough, that's their opinion. A guy called Horst, or a lady called Horst, I'm not too sure, H-O-R-S-T, said that it was the second season was a letdown. He said, or they said, I enjoyed the first season a lot. It might not have been the greatest filmmaking, but I found it engaging, credible and entertaining. 2 episodes into the second, so he's not giving it much time, has he? It now looks like a cliched bore with shallow characters and unimaginative writing. Yeah, I do sort of agree with that. I mean, but I must admit, 2 episodes in, I thought it was okay, actually. It was only later on I sort of had I thought it sort of dropped a little bit, but a bit more on that in a moment. Someone else wrote, it's a good series with a few frustrations. Yeah, I mean, I mean, coming on to my thoughts on this season 2 now, yeah, as I said, without going back and watching season 1, I wish I had watched season 1 again actually before I watched this, but obviously time, you just don't get the time to do these things, do we? But yeah, I have to. It's a good series with a few frustrations. Yeah, I mean, looking at it from there's nothing clever. There's nothing clever in this. There's nothing clever or groundbreaking. I don't think there was in season 1 in this sort of police drama. And to many, I think it'd be a little bit boring. My good lady, of course, likes a good police drama. I don't think she'd like this. I think it'd just be a little bit slow and too procedural for my good lady. I mean, even though there are little twists in it, it's few and far between. It's very basic police drama work. And let's face it, it is quite real. I mean, it is set in Morecambe in Lancashire, in the UK, and the actual police work and the actual drama is probably just about right. I mean, there's a couple of things that make you go, ooh, like that, which is fair enough, and because obviously, we live in the real world, don't we? But the presentation and feel, I think anything more glitzy and glossy for car chases and shootouts, etc., would be a bit silly, because it'd be too glitzy and glossy and wacko for a place like Morecambe, to be honest with you. So I think it fits in line. I think the story just about fits in line with where it's shot. I mean, the acting is fairly. There's a few characters in this, and I don't think any of them are fantastic. Certainly when you get to the sort of gritty sort of scenes, etc., then the sort of acting just shows up for what it is. And they're not the greatest actors in this, even the lead character. But it is acceptable, it's okay, and you do like the characters, so you invest in the characters, even though, as I said, the acting is not fantastic. And some of the family subplots plots are a little formulaic in what's going on in the background. I mean, it's just a little bit monotonous, The investigation into the murder, which happens early on, obviously I'm not giving too much away, is central. That does sort of throw enough at you with little twists and people being involved and little characters coming in, etc. It does keep you interested, obviously, for the 6 episodes, which obviously is just over 4 hours, I think, once you take out the ads, etc. The big problem for me in this was the climax to the whole thing. It just comes over a little weak and pretty anticlimactic, to be honest with you, because you do get obviously you've got the family side of it and you've got the crime side of it, and both aspects are just a little wishy-washy for me. The conclusions to both of these by the end of episode 6 becomes a little bit dull and boring by the end, which is a shame, because as I say, I certainly enjoyed the early episodes. I mean, if you enjoyed the first season and you did like the characters, I think it'll be okay, but I don't think it even. So one of the guys before said it was better. One of the guys before said it was worse. So I would say it's not quite as good from memory as the first season. As I said, I just wish I'd had time to watch the first season again. But as a binge watch, as I did, it's a nice, easy thing to watch. It's not overly complicated. There's no jumps in time. There's not too many characters thrown at you, etc., etc., all in one go. So yeah, it's as a binge watch, it's nice. As a weekly watch, I think it's okay as well, because obviously I don't think there's that much going on you'd forget, and obviously the summation at the start of the episode is always very useful. But it is fairly bog standard police stuff, this UK police stuff. There's nothing clever, no bells and whistles with this. And I think, to be honest with you, the actual family issues, we've seen it all before. We've seen the dysfunctional families, the teenagers, I mean, it is getting a little bit boring and mundane. I mean, there's only so much you can do with family issues, and certainly with the police side of things. Obviously, you do expect the police to have family problems, don't you? That just comes with the territory. So it's just getting a bit tired. Perhaps I've watched too many. Dramas, and all these family things are just getting a bit, and certainly with this I did feel a bit, I've seen it all before. Please let's get back to the police bit, let's get back to the crime rather than looking at the family issues that were going on. But again, that's probably a personal thing. As I said, at my age now, I've probably seen it all. So with that side of it, if I was scoring it series by episode by episode, if you like obviously I read out before the Internet Movie Database, I mean, episodes 1 to 4, I was I quite enjoyed. I was scoring anywhere between 6 and 7, perhaps, for episodes 1 to 4. But the last 2 episodes, I was come down to about between 5 and 6 out of 10. So, yeah, I mean, overall, as I say, I wasn't disappointed in watching it. I didn't think that was a waste of 4 4 hours 10 minutes, or whatever it came up to. Or I say, I did get a bit annoyed at the ad. Certainly the advert. I'll even mention it. Nationwide. There you go. If you watch this on the ITV Hub, let me know what you think. But those Nationwide adverts absolutely annoy me. I just think they're rubbish. I think they're horrible, and I have to sit through that for like obviously every break of every episode of ITV Hub. If you binge watch it, it is a little bit annoying. But it's my own fault for binge watching. But hey, there you go. I should have waited for the DVD, shouldn't I? Yeah, so, yeah, the first 4 episodes, anywhere between 6 and 7, the last 2, 5 to 6. So overall, yeah, I'm just going to give it, I nearly give it a 5.5 out of 10, but I will give it a 6 out of 10, which is my basic watchable rating. And I certainly won't put anyone off watching it. As I say, if you enjoyed the first, you'll probably like this. If you've not seen the first, please, I would actually watch the first before watching this. They're both available, I think, on the ITV Hub now, or obviously check your territory wherever you are if you're outside of the UK. So there you go. I'm going to give it a 6 out of 10. So let me know what you think anyway. It's out to own, actually. It's out to own on DVD on the 1st of March 2021 at $14.99. If you did want to watch both seasons at once, I mean, you can get both at the same time. You can get seasons 1 and 2 for $24.99 on DVD as well. So there you go. Anyway, thanks for watching. Everybody do the rest of the day. Have a great one. Look after yourselves, look after your friends, look after your families. More importantly, let's all look after each other. And you join me here again on my little film and TV channel. Perhaps you flit over to my Citizen channel, my football channel. Whatever it is, all I ever ask of everyone out there is please stay safe, everyone. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.